What's going on, guys? Rob A here, and today we're taking a look at Transformers Generations Combiner Wars Groove, the Protectobot. So this is a different take on Groove. Groove in the Generation 1 version used to be a giant motorcycle, the same size as all the other vehicles. This time they've scaled him down. They put in Rook instead as a new member of the Protectobots, and they made this guy still have a place, but as a chess piece. And from what I've heard, it's a chess piece that works a lot better with Hotspot than what's his face Blackjack did with Menasor. So hopefully we'll be able to see that in motion very soon. But in the meantime, he's a pretty cool looking figure overall. He looked very gangly in pictures that I had seen, but in hand he actually looks really nicely done. Nice paintwork on him. And it says, Protectobot Groove, freedom fighter would sacrifice his own spark if it would bring peace. Well, there you go. There you go. You can see his vehicle mode here, the motorcycle, as well as the robot mode, and converts in 6 steps, and he is number 6 of 5 for Defensor, I guess. It comes with a collector card, and I'm not going to talk about the package anymore. I'm just going to get him opened up, and we'll check him out in just a second. Okay, guys, so here we have Groove. And I gotta say, I'm kind of excited that I don't have to compare him to any other figure, because he is a completely new mold, and that's pretty cool. So he is a motorcycle, as you can see, kind of a police motorcycle, sort of, kind of, maybe. He's got these little red lights on the back. I don't know if these are supposed to be police lights. I'm not sure, but either way, he does roll. And he can have a little bit of trouble just because of the way he transforms. His back wheel can get a little bit tricky, but as you can see, like he's rolling beautifully right now. Very nice, solid-looking bike. I really do like it quite a lot. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely a fun kind of bike that you can sort of like, you know, it's pocket size. You can kind of take it anywhere, roll it around all over the place, and it actually turns into a really nice little figure. So it's kind of made so that the bike mode is in you know, basic scale with the vehicle modes for these guys, and I think that's pretty darn awesome. And of course he's got this big thing on the side here, as well as a peg in there, so you can attach all sorts of weapons or whatever to him, maybe even a sidecar, who knows. But yeah, transformation for this guy is pretty simple and yet nicely involved. So what you want to do is you want to bring these bits out here from the side, and these are going to form his arms, as you can see. So we're just going to go ahead and then accordion those in, just like so, and then just kind of stick those there for the moment. We're going to bring this whole midsection down here. Those are going to form. That's going to form his torso and legs. And now we're going to split the legs, bring the feet down, and then just bring this whole bit down as the chest plate. And there you have Groove in robot mode. And he's very tall. As you can see, he is his legs are a bit lanky, but they're really not that bad. It's mostly just this little tiny part right here that's kind of looks skinny looking. And his hips and thighs are a little skinny, but I think his proportions are just fine, really. And, well, this bit's having a little bit of a hard time not kind of popping out, but it's really not that big of a deal. But anyway, this is a really fun little figure. I'll see if I can kind of get a close-up of his head. His head does rotate. I'm not sure if it's on a ball joint, but it's just a little hard to get my fingers in there. But you can see, very nice head sculpt. He's got some paint on there, some silver for the eyes, and some gold for the face. A little Autobot symbol. Nicely posable. His shoulders are on ball joints here, as you can see. Shoulders are on ball joints. His elbow is a ball joint. Hips are ball joints. He actually has a thigh swivel, which is really cool. And of course the knees there as well. He can get a bit of an ab crunch just because of his transformation, so you got that going on. And yeah, pretty cool. If there's one big bummer about this guy, it's that he does not have any accessories, no weapons, nothing like that. It's not the end of the world, but it is noticeable because, you know, you're posing him and you're like, oh, I want to put something in, you know, put a weapon in his hands, something like that. And you can, of course, do it with existing weapons. I mean, I think he can even hold, yeah, he can even hold this. Not quite strong enough to hold it up, but he can, you know, his fists are 5mm port compatible, so you do have that going on. But other than that, a really cool figure. I do like him quite a bit. I do wish this side would just peg in a little more solidly. It doesn't actually peg in to anything or anywhere. It just kind of sits there and is held in mostly just by friction. But this side holds in like super solid. It was only when I was pulling on both ends that this one came out, but this side just wants to kind of wibble wobble a little bit. Annoying, but again, not a big deal. And, you know, tolerances may differ on your individual figures as well. So, paintwork is really nice. You can see he's got nice silver, like gunmetal silver paint on his arms. Nice paintwork on his chest and head, of course. And the feet are painted black. You can see the white tab. These were white feet before. And you can, of course, you know, move the feet a little bit if you want to get some different poses. Like you can slide into first, slide into home. But yeah, really, really nice little figure, you know, addition to the Combiner Wars line. A great addition to Defensor as well. I don't have Hotspot yet, so I will wait on showing him off in his shield mode until I get Hotspot in hand and I can show Defensor off altogether. But he does have a third mode, and I hear that it plugs in a lot more solidly. I think I mentioned this already. It plugs in a lot more solidly than Blackjack did. So that'll be cool to see. I'm anxious. I'm excited. And I'm really, really looking forward to more Combiner Wars figures. So this guy is just cool. He's just a fun little figure to play with. He's great size, and he's just really enjoyable. You can see quick size comparison. Here he is with Dead End, and we'll just throw Streetwise in there. So you can see it's a motorcycle, so he scales a little bit better with these figures now, I feel. So that's really, really cool, and I'm happy to kind of see him. I don't mind losing him as a full limb, because I think it was a little bit overkill. But anyway, that is going to do it for this review, guys. I want to thank you so very much for watching. As always, be sure to subscribe and stay tuned. I've got hopefully Hotspot coming real soon, and then we'll get him as well as the combined Defensor together. But in the meantime, stay tuned for all the other stuff I got. So much. Keep an eye out. It's great. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.